I love finding good design, and it can be found in a multitude of areas, in a multitude of places. When I walk into a room, I can see its potential and what it wants to be and how to layer it, how to fill it with furnishings that are well designed and have purpose, and how to create a space for someone to live in for a long time and be happy with the finished product. I get asked a lot if I have a signature style, and my answer truly is that I try and focus on what my client's looking for. However, good design is important, and it can be found in a lot of different places. To me, that's kind of the best part of this. Having it actually all come together in a cohesive room or house or bathroom or kitchen or whatever it is that we've spent all this time putting our heart and soul and dissecting and building up come together is incredibly satisfying. I love to look at creating someone's home as a collaboration and bringing out the best of their taste and bringing it to fruition and creating a home for them. Something that is not a home for me and my design team, but something that's going to work for them and the way they live in their families. Using classic pieces, and by classic I don't mean old, by classic I mean something that actually has a good form and good function, and good design will last. And by working with good design and things that are well thought out, there's going to be longevity in that. When I walk into a room, I can kind of see what a room needs to be and what it wants to be and how we're going to get there to make it function. I know kind of what the room wants to be and where the furniture needs to belong. How do we break that space up? What needs to be added to it or taken away in order to make it a well-functioning, well-designed space? Proportion is key, and anytime we start any project, the first thing we do is we walk into a room and we draw it up and create a furniture plan for that space that allows us to see on paper the correct scale and the number of pieces that are going to fit in that space. And we use that as our roadmap for going forward on any project. Well, this is where the fun begins, because now we have this room on paper and now we get to actually assign real items to it. And this is where my mind starts going through the inventory of things that I've seen and the fabrics that exist. And I take it and either go and find those objects and bring them into the room and then create a plan that I get to present to a client. If I have that client that loves to go shopping with me, we get to build those things together. If I have a client that prefers that I bring things to them, then we put together 2 to 3 polished schemes that come to you, and then we get to have that conversation about which rug speaks to them, and that's how we start to flush out what is the correct thing for them for that space. A finished room to me has to have multiple layers in order to feel warm and finished. And once it's on paper, we start assigning actual product to that room, and then we add fabrics and color and materials and build up from there. Design's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be stressful. Your home is an expression of yourself and your personality, and getting there and getting that end result should be an enjoyable process, and we try and make it a lot of fun. A lot of people say they could never work with their spouse, and I have to say I actually thought the same thing. And it developed slowly over time, where, as you may know, is a OBGYN who retired. And as he was spending more and more time with me in the office, he became more and more involved. And it happened very organically. It's fantastic because we have the same goal in mind. And to have that trust in a business partner and that understanding is spectacular.